Thank you for joining and coming back. This is the second half of the first broadcast of Make 5 by my channel, my new channel. I hope you share and like and subscribe, ring the bell, come back and visit, and learn of the true tree of the life. For it is with the gain of the knowledge for your light and your power, and that is of the cause of the making of the mankind, is with takedown of the evil. Yeah, I will tell that story soon. But I am with the teachings of the true tree of the life, and I am mentioned in the first video that you are the tree of the life, and this is true. For they are with the trickeries of the saying of the stories for their gain, and their gain was the control over the masses by the religions. And this you could see whenever the queen is inaugurated. She would hold up a ball with bindings that were weaved all the way around, and on the top of it is a cross. This is a representation of the binding of earth is with the religions. For the binding of the earth with the religions is with the binding of each nation, each peoples, each culture, each tradition. And that is with the teachings of this mother. For I am with the knowledge of the spread, for the knowing of the movies and of the books and of the writings and of the each languages and the each religions. I am with the seeing of maps and documents that are with the saying of these things. They also tell of different stories of Jesus and Mary. And they had mixed them up too. And I'm sorry that it is of my words with saying these things. For I too fell into the trickeries. I am a survivor of these trickeries. For that is the cause of my whistleblowing. Because I'm not afraid of anything. And the reason I'm not afraid of anything is because I'm not afraid of anything that my God created. No. For each was created for the good of the mankind. But it was manipulated. For the question I am with, why are you paying for water? Why do you pay for a license to go fishing, to feed yourself and your family? Why do you have to pay over and over for the properties of the buyer? They have taken over by these laws of the creation they have made with the connections of the bar. The bar is a British authority rule. That British authority rule was of a fraud make over the nations and peoples, for they are with the being controlled by the Vatican and the Jesuit priests, who assimilated everyone, who wanted to take over and take advantage of the children and of the women and making them all into servitude and give man over woman. And that is why women are treated the way they are treated. And this is wrong. Why? For each is equal, one and the same pieces, parts of the creation. Not one is different from the other. No matter what your color, what your creed, what your nationality is, or the language you speak, or what you believe your God is. The thing is, if they're going to teach you something, and then teach someone else something, and then someone else something else, would this not be a cause of a chaos and of a war? Sure it will. And this is how they are of the making of the classifications of the peoples, for the peasants and for the ones of the lower class. For the only reason they had of a victor was, let's blaspheme a woman and degrade a woman. And it speaks greatly of these things in the Bibles about a woman and how a woman should be treated. But they are of the mistake because it backfired on them. Because each one of God is in love with God by their own mistake. Everyone say, I love Jesus. Jesus is a translated name from the Greek. It means son of Zeus, or the son of Zeus. So Jesus was Greek? No. Or could he have been? That is a possibility. But for the stories in the Bibles are with the women degradation by them not being able to vote or go into the synagogue or go into doing anything without the man. And if they were of a no value or of a no honor, what did they do? They stoned them. But my thing is, from all the weddings I've been to of the Jewish people and of the specific sect of Jewish people who take brides who are way younger, they should be to marry a man in their 50s and 60s, and then prance around on a floor with her holding a ribbon and her not allowed to move. She has to stand there and follow her husband while he dances around and prances around his little girl that is now his wife. This is wrong. I'm going to tell you a story about the mother of creation. This is a story that is written. You see, what happened was, they're not telling it completely right, but they rewrote it too. I'm going to tell you this story about how the chaos started and how the wars started. And that will be with my next broadcast. And that particular story will give you an idea of the different trickeries they made. So I'm going to say something. I was raised in the Bible Belt. I was raised Baptist. When I became older and moved, I was forced to become Protestant. When I was forced to become Protestant, I gained friends who were Jewish, but of Egyptian descent. The Egyptian Jewish were with the great teachings of this mother, with the prayers of the Jewish people and of the knowledge. And I wanted to become Jewish because I had my first fiancé was Jewish. And for our children to be Jewish, the mother has to be Jewish. So if that is the case, they are honoring the woman with giving birth of a child, but she has to be of a specific breed and of a specific race in order for them to marry the man. Or they become concubines and prostitutes and whores in their chambers, which their wives are not allowed to speak on. And this is disgusting too. For the many things of the hiding in the closets of the houses of the families are with the teachings of the false conveyance of good things and of the true love. For the what is of the true love? For the finding of the true love is with the finding the true love of the self. And if you can do that, then you can gain great light and great wisdom and great power over your own vessel. For you are the temple, you are the vessel, and you are the tree. The tree of the life teachings are with the 7 chakras. The Nazarenes are with the teaching of these chakras, but also with yoga and with the knowing of the spirits of the branches and the spirits of the roots. And they are vegetarian, which each one should be. And that is why they were wandering around in the desert, because they wanted the cow. That's why they worshiped the cow. They wanted to eat the meat and drink the blood. This is why they wandered around for 40 years. For they needed to learn. They don't need to eat meat. They need to learn of themselves, how to gain. With control is with the vessel, by the joinder of the branches and the roots. For the spirits of the branches and the roots joinder are with the great health of the body, mind, spirit, and soul, and with the great light. For that is with my hope of the teachings, for each teachings I make. For you grabbing hold of the things of the say. I am with the making be the cause of your gain of your knowledge with your roots, your true roots, and your true branches. And I am with making new songs and new lyrics and things of this nature. And sometimes on my channel you might hear me burst out into song. I'm going to say that I am with copyright and copy-claim of each thing I say, and each thing I am of the writing, and each song I am of the making and singing on these channels. Yeah. And I will go after who is with stealing of properties. If I find you, which I usually do, yeah. So don't do it. Another thing I need to say on this channel is it's my opinion and my opinion only. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not a doctor, so if you have any ailments of the physical or mental, please go and see a physician. However, I am with the knowing that the gain of the light and of the knowledge of the different types of healings on a natural way, in nature's way, God's way, is of a better benefit to the body and to the soul and spirit of each person. So I am with promoting those types of healings, and I am with those types of healings, and I hope each one will go and venture into to learning of these new things that I'm going to mention on my channel. For each one is with aid of the gain of your light. And I am with the hope that you each will be of the gaining of your light. For your light are with your branches and with your roots. And with your knowledge of how to gain that is with the chakras and with the sounds and with meditations and with breathing techniques. And the ones that I use, I will be with promoting those. I also listen to bowls for clearing my chakra. For with that said, I bid you peace, each one with your spirit and your soul, with the great love of God the Father and Mother, be with you always.